Hey gang, so today I'm going to show you how to make a tissue paper flower. For this project, we are going to practice a paper folding technique called a fan fold. What you are going to need is 4 pieces of tissue paper, pre-cut leaves, a twisty tie, scissors that you can share out of the pencil box, and a green marker. We are going to practice our fan fold with just a piece of free draw paper. And let's start that first, actually. So, with any color marker, doesn't matter which one, take your free draw paper and scribble on it. This is going to be what I'm going to refer to as the top of your paper, or the front. And then the blank side is going to be your back. I am over here demonstrating. So, take that into consideration when you are watching here. How you do a fan fold, it's super simple. You're going to fold up the very bottom, making about 2-finger width of a fold, and I'm going to press this crease in really nice and tight, or really nice and sharp. It is super important that you get a crease every time and that you press it down really well, or else your fan fold will be more of a floppy fold and not a fan fold. So once I bend the bottom up, I am then going to put my hands at the bottom, bring it up to the top, and bend the top down, and crease. Okay, so I have kind of this zigzag going on. Now I'm going to take my hand from the top, flip my paper over again so I see the front. I am going to take all of this and fold it back up. Hands at the bottom, flip it up to the top. Take the top, bend it down, crease. Hands at the top, flip it over so I see the front again. Bend it up, crease. I'm running my fingers along those edges, getting them real nice and tight. Flip it up, bend it down, crease. From the top, bend it over. Now, this is going to be a little short. It's not going to make any difference if that little piece is shorter than the rest. Okay, so if I hold this in my hand, I should have a fan. The edges look like a zigzag. So now I'm going to take my 4 pieces of tissue paper, get them all stacked together real nice and neat. I'm going to do the same thing, bottom to the top. So I'm going to see my bottom color, which is this light blue. Flip it over and bend down. Hands at the top, flip it over and bend up, creasing it every time. Hands at the bottom, flip it up, bend it over. When you get used to this, it is super easy and you can go pretty quickly making a fan fold. And ta-da! It should look like a zigzag if you look at it from the side. You see that? Oops, there we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a smiley face on the bottom. And I'm going to flip the top to the bottom now. Smiley face. Okay. We are going to fold this in half. Your twisty tie now, you are going to fold in half. And this is going to go on your tissue paper just like you're making a butterfly. Okay? And I'm going to twist right here. So just like you're making a butterfly. Now the fun part. I'm going to separate all these pieces. So the light blue is my center. I'm going to pull it straight up. Be very careful, tissue paper will rip. If it does rip, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody will notice in all these bunches and folds and crinkles and wrinkles. There's a little rip in there. Okay? Up towards the center, very important. So that's my first layer. Second layer, I can't tell if this is white or a light pink. I think it's white. So I'm going to pull it straight up towards the blue again. Straight up towards the blue. Okay. My red, I'm going to separate, pulling it up towards the white. And as you're moving further back, you're not able to pull it as far up because your petals are starting to form a flower. So it can't all go towards the middle every time. And your last one is just going to kind of separate from the outside. Next, I'm going to set that aside for a second. We are going to take our leaves with a dark green. We're going to go ahead and draw a line straight down the center. And make them look like leaves, so V upward, or outward I should say. Yes, I know. I got marker on the table. There's a little slot or slit in the center here. Your twisty is going to go down into that slit. Your leaves are going to go up to the flower. And then we are going to wrap this around our fingers, kind of like we're making a ring. And then this gets wrapped around the bottom loop so nobody hurts themselves. And then you have your finished paper flower. And ta-da.